All right, Black Science TV 111, Osei Kufuor, I'm back at y'all again. We have another UFO conference coming up in Atlanta for July. Stay tuned to the date, and it's pertaining to the hieroglyphics. A lot of people probably been waiting for me to touch on that, but the hieroglyphics. Now, this is a question to the so-called conscious community. What if the formula that they gave these teachers who were probably agents with a black face to teach you how to decode the hieroglyphics was the wrong formula? What if the formula that certain people in higher governments such as Hitler and other admirals who were in the Navy jurisdiction of the military, what if they had the real formula? Because remember this. Remember that a lot of the stuff that they found was in German language and in the hieroglyphics. It was in German language and hieroglyphics. Now, what if the hieroglyphic formula that Hitler had, that they cut off from the world, was the natural formula to breaking down the hieroglyphics and decoding intelligence to bring in other technology? Because when you study Hitler and you study his work beyond the shit that they give you in history, you can see that he brought in certain forms of cloning, certain forms of intelligence that you can clearly see on the walls and kemetic. He did the work that our ancestors was doing on the walls. But a lot of the people in the so-called conscious community is just acting like they're decoding it and not doing the work. He who does the work is the one who brings in the intelligence, not artificially, but under a form of self-intuition. So our ancestors were self-intuitive. They didn't go to schools. They did not go to schools. They studied the star systems for the mere fact, right, that you have to decode the hieroglyphics makes it extraterrestrial. If you can look at the hieroglyphics and you can just pick up on what it says or what it's pointing to right away, then it's not alien. It's not extraterrestrial. So for the mere fact that you pseudo guys who want to say that we're pseudo, right, because you call me pseudo and a few other teachers, not that I'm worried about them, but I speak for myself. For the mere fact that you have to break something down to decode it means that it is alien to you. If you go to another country, right, and they don't understand you, they will have to decode your language and your way of life and communication in order to understand who you are and what you are. So therefore, you are alien to them until they can decode your energy. This makes you extraterrestrial. You have an extra nature about yourself that they have to break down. So the same thing with the hieroglyphics. So the UFO conference will be in Atlanta again in July. Stay tuned to the date. It will be up within the next 2 weeks. Black Science TV 111, Osei Kufuor. I'm out. Peace.
Yeah, it's like waking up from a bad dream. Just to figure out